One of the highlights of the week that we spent in Tanzania was going to the Serengeti National Park. While we were there, we wanted to go, and we were telling Brother Chambo, and he said, well, why don't you rent a bus and we'll invite any of the church members that wants to go with us. We had a wonderful day riding through the park. I got plenty of pictures. If you've looked at my Facebook, you know that, because I'm always posting pictures of the animals, and got to see zebras and giraffes and ostriches and lions eating a zebra. That was pretty wild. And we got to cross a river where there were crocodiles and hippopotamuses. And
we went into the park that day, and everybody was just having a great time, and we stopped for lunch, and all the animals was around, and there was tables set up, there was outside bathrooms and all those things out there. And so we just stopped to take a break off the bus and walk around a little bit and stretch our legs and things, and it was right out in the wide open.
Glenn was wandering around, and I lost sight of him.
And while we were there, I seen a little monkey about 4 inches tall in a tree, and I thought to myself, I want to get a picture of that little bitty monkey. So I started walking out toward the edge of the woods there to get a picture of this monkey, and as I got closer and closer, he disappeared. So I started looking for him, and I put out the hunter in me, and I started hunting that monkey, and it got really funny from this point. And I started looking for that monkey, and I was trying to find him in the tree, to get a picture of him, and I couldn't find him, and I was walking around the tree looking up like you would squirrel hunting or something, I eased myself out into the edge of the woods, and the young man that was with me said, Brother Glenn, you don't want to go out there. There's lions out there, and there's all kind of animals out there. I thought to myself, I'm still going to find a way to get a picture of that monkey. So I started to the edge of the woods where I knew that monkey was at, and I could hear the bushes going out there, and the two young men, they followed me on down into the edge of the woods there where I was at, and they was coming toward me, and the hippos down in that river hollered, and there was one right down at the edge of the river there, and he hollered all of a sudden, and them bushes started rattling, and them two young men took off like rabbits, and they headed back up the trail, and they were hollering, Atari, 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 which means danger in Swahili, and they took off back up that trail, and of course I followed them because I didn't know what they'd seen that I didn't.
A few minutes later, we were sitting on the bus, and all of a sudden, out of the edge of the woods, here comes Alpha and Victor, and they're screaming at the top of their lungs, and they are running wide open. And then maybe 10 seconds behind him, here come Glenn. And boy, he was pumping his arms, and he was running too. And I was just thinking, okay, any moment a lion or an elephant or something is fixing to bust out of the woods behind these guys. And when they busted out, all these people were sitting around picnic tables. There's probably 25 people, 30 people out there at the picnic tables. They heard them coming through them woods, and people just jumped up and started running. There was this one lady, she had a little baby. He was about 1.5 years, 2 years old. She grabbed that baby. She was up on that bus with me so fast, lickety-split, she never did get back off that bus.
And I never did get a picture of the monkey, but we had a good time on the trail anyway.